Good morning, Randolph Clay family, especially to those folks who are in my band and music appreciation classes. Today, we are going to look at rests. Now, something I want you guys to consider before we even get started. We have quarter rests, we have half rests, and we have whole rests that we're going to be dealing with. Quarter rests, just like quarter notes, are going to receive one beat apiece. Half rest, just like half notes, will receive 2 beats apiece. Okay, so those will be grouped like that. And then our whole rest is going to have 4 beats. Okay, now rests are silences, just like notes are sounds. So we're going to take a look at the first measure of section 1, and it wants you to go ahead and trace out these quarter rests. Now, I myself don't draw them like this, but it's good practice for what we've got to do here. Okay, so if they're ugly, don't feel too bad about them, because I don't draw them like this much better. Okay, to be perfectly honest with you, when I draw a rest, a quarter rest, I draw it like that. But we're going to want to try to see if we can make it like they have shown us here. Okay, so we've got a couple more measures to do that in. When we're looking at half rests are easy. Find your third line. 1, 2, 3. Draw a rectangle, a box sitting on top of it. Okay, you can put 2 of those in each measure because each one of them is worth 2 beats. So we're just going to do that for the rest of the measures as we see here. Nothing to it. Find your third line, put a rectangular box on it. Now whole rest, not too difficult either. Find your fourth line, 1, 2, 3, 4, and draw a box underneath it. Now you'll only have one of these in a measure because these are worth 4 beats. So only one of these per measure, or 4 beats of silence. Now, let's take a look at count below. We're going to write the count below the rest. Well, this is easy enough right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We didn't have to use any parentheses because each quarter rest was worth 1 beat. Now, as we're looking at the whole rest, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are going to be put in parentheses. Half rest. 1, 2, going to be in parentheses. 3, 4 will be in parentheses because these 2 go with this one, these 2 go with that one. Okay, and we have 4 quarter rests here. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Now remember, in this measure, these 2 beats will be in parentheses. These 2 will not. Okay. Now here, we're going to do the same thing. Don't worry about clapping and counting the rhythm out loud. But we've got notes mixed with rest. The notes, 1, 2. The rest, 3, 4. And since that's a half rest, those 2 beats go in parentheses. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. All of these were quarters, so we didn't have to change anything. Then right here we have a half note, so we know beats 1 and 2 will be in parentheses. And then we have a half rest, which means beats 3 and 4 will be in parentheses. Now this part is probably the trickiest part. Okay, we're going to write the counts below the notes and rests and then add the missing bar lines. So whenever we get to 4, we're going to put a bar line. 1, 2, 3, and this rest here is 4, so that means we're going to put a bar line right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to put a bar line right there. 1, 2, then we've got a half rest, so that 3 and 4 will be in parentheses. Once we get to 4, we're going to put a bar line. Okay, so that is how we do this worksheet. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Please review this video as necessary. Be well, stay safe. We'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.